If you go back in time for, let's say, 1 year and go find your alternate you and say you fuck yourself, are you gay because it's masturbation? Well, masturbation is gay, so, you are gay. Sorry. It's still pick the Yuri ending. It's like crippled Yuri ending now. Like sad, crippled girl Yuri ending. Kato wa shoujo, but with lesbians, you know what I'm saying?
There. Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me.
Is she religious? It's got the faith thing?
They're great.
That'd be another interesting twist.
Right.
What in the name of HELLA?
This is a pro tip. If you want the text to speech to shout out something, don't space it out. It looks better. It does not say better. But yes, what in the name of Hella?
Trust me, I still get my rage.
You don't get together in this universe. There's only hot lesbo sex in the other one. That is okay by me. That is something I am willing to sacrifice to have her never say Hella ever again.
But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
She still says something like that, but you know, fine.
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
Not that you can. What do you mean? You're physically incapable of putting makeup on someone, or you don't know how?
Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help.
Is anyone in chat right now controlling their computer with their mouths? I think that would give a whole new experience to computer
Chloe
use.
is still a punk at heart. But she can't stage dive anymore. That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
It's so cool, guys. Fake friends. It's so cool.
There's the old Chloe.
Pay attention to the game, yo idiot. You're missing important dialogue. Am I? I was paying some attention. Oh, here's the water. Look, I knew that we were supposed to get her water. You're controlling your computer with your keyboard. Ah, good.
Oh, man.
But you will always have us to say hella, 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 hella.
I love the slurred hella. Hella, 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 hella.
A podcast? Dude,
You're controlling it with your keyboard and your Steam controller. Oh, jeez. Just kidding. Yeah, I hope.
It was just a thought.
Now, keyboard all the way. The mouse will never catch on.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like
There's no reason to believe the mouse will catch on.
like we were kids in another life.
Seems like just yesterday. It does seem like yesterday.
Me, it seems like yesterday we were little brats here.
Why would anyone buy a Steam controller? I don't actually, I don't understand that.
Oh my god.
Because it seems like any game that would require a controller, you just buy a cheaper, like, Xbox 360 controller or something like that. And you probably have one around, you know, like, it's fucking, I don't understand.
Wrong again. Dvorak.
Dvorak. It's a good way to say it, yeah. That's a joke that only Dalton understood. I'm happy he got it, though. I mean, of course he got it. That's the guy, if anybody doesn't know, Dvorak is the tech writer who said, the mouse will never catch on. Wrong again! He's actually a cool guy, but, like, he will never live that down.
You didn't visit me a lot either.
Bryce bought a Steam controller. Okay, well, I guess I know someone who has a Steam controller.
I wasn't around much.
That was a Dark Souls reference, right? Yeah, close enough.
I am trying to make things right.
Close enough. You're good. You can just keep on believing that. At least you didn't say, was that a motherfucking JoJo reference? Because then I would have had to boot you. Which means now it's coming. Are you lonely?
I know this is a dumb.
Are you sure this doesn't have a lesbian section?
Here?
Is Bryce actually a name? Yes, it is. It's not a common name, but it is a name. Unfortunately, yes.
Rockstar, though. Or get in 18 trouble with the folks.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them.
Didn't they already say this?
Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
I bet. Can they pay? I can just go win the lottery real quick.
Bills.
No
Take me
way.
10 seconds.
They keep the numbers away from me, but it doesn't take much research.
Can Chloe still feel?
Let
Let me read that how you actually type this out. Can Chloe still fell her vagine? Important questions. Yes.
You are such a
No.
That's why.
That's like naming your
course, I
son
know you
Jin
can't.
instead of John.
See, I'm practically a human.
What
in a
is? What
human
would
system.
Bryce be? What would the different? What
It'd be
Bros?
sweet to shop
Bors?
together and
What do you
watch a movie
mean?
Like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end.
Why do you
Plus, you know, I always wanted to have
What?
cool-colored bangs like Pris.
I know.
cry at the
You look
end
incredible with blue hair.
because of the
Let's
bad
get the
monologue
show
or
on.
what?
And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch.
The bad narration at the end just makes you like emotional that the movie was ruined by it, or do you have like a better? I don't understand. What's so sad about Bruce? Bruce. Yeah, I guess that's not a very common name either, but a lot more common than Bryce. Excuse me. She should get euthanized.
That must be her mighty.
She's
morphine
harmless.
machine.
She's not doing any
No more
ill to the
bombs for
world
her.
now. It's fine. What are we doing here? Turning on the movie for her? What does she do normally? How does she...
Oh, the snow dough. I guess not everything changed.
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly not everything has changed, but...
Here's the DVD.
DVDs. You've got a computer right there. DVDs. Last time I used a DVD was because I was stuck on a fucking boat, and even then I watched stuff online. Come on. It's the future, man. Physical media. Come on. You gotta not own anything. You have to have just anything you buy isn't actually yours. It's a subscription that can be taken away at any time. Or you pirate illegally so you can your door can be knocked on at any moment. Hey, it's the FBI. Open up. Not allowed to watch Blade Runner. That's the future. Her eyes look terrifying. If you would live that way, if you had to suffer like that every day, if you had to shit in a bag, you'd want to get euthanized. Okay, just I'll note to self. If Olafus is ever in a car accident or something, I'll just shoot him in the fucking head, just fly to Austria, and now we know. Good. It's important to get these things straight before it happens. Because what if you become a vegetable, then I don't know.
Kiss her.
Yeah, kiss! Come on, you stupid faggots, kiss! She can't stop you!
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant?
No.
Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No. I'm sorry I crashed so hard.
Hey Mark, where is you antidote
Okay.
ring, you pillar man?
I do have a mother
I'm
and
sorry?
father when you're not falling asleep.
The average American commits 3 felonies a day. We're all just waiting to go to jail. That's a pretty metal way of thinking about things.
Yesterday was
We're all just waiting for our moment, man. It'll come one day. You'll be sitting there, watching your illegally downloaded, lowly, not porn anime.
being with you made me feel
Somebody will
like
knock on the door.
pirates
FBI, open
jumping
up.
before I
And
sit
that's
down.
it.
It meant a
How
lot
are you gonna go?
to me just to chill out with
You gonna go down blazing? You gonna go with your hands behind your back?
Fuck.
You're going one way or the other.
During my regular head pains, can you pretty please go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it.
Her face has gotten worse,
My parents
actually.
keep
Well,
us
about
quiet
the same, I
upstairs
guess.
Because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? Except he wrote it in Japanese, and I'm not about to read that out in Japanese.
I still can't believe I put Chloe in
I knew
that
it was
chair.
coming. All right. Wait.
Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great.
Now, I know this isn't the kind of thing that a game developer might necessarily think about, but it's kind of the thing they should think about, okay? So you look around the room, and it's a lot of stuff that's not very characteristic of Chloe, and clearly that's supposed to make a point that, like, oh, since she's infirm, she can't do the things she wants to do, so her room looks really nice. She never really went through, like, a goth phase except on the computer, because that's the only thing she can control. Okay, that makes sense, but then you look at this. Bathroom area, gas mask optional. Who put this up? The mother? The father? Chloe? You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense. They've established kind of a theme with the rest of the room. Like, she's a good girl because she doesn't have a choice. She's a good girl. But then this. And no. Basically just this. Like, this is something you would see. I mean, it's fucking juvenile shit, whatever. But still, it's the kind of thing you'd see in her other room, like in the other timeline. It's inconsistent with the world they've built here. Computer makes sense. But that, like, how did that...
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother?
You're learning from this game that crippling people only turns them into better people. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What, are we gonna go cripple Dylan?
It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now.
What was that accent out of nowhere? Was that like was that supposed to be a joke? How's Chloe doing?
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
That we should cripple Mark so he becomes smart enough to play Professor Layton? Got 2 yeses. We should cripple everyone. If we crippled everybody, everybody would be better.
She is amazing.
Gotta mull that one over.
I'm so glad you're here to help her. And
Breaking news today.
your father.
I'm so glad Joyce is
A
here.
vigilante gang has been going around breaking people's kneecaps
Think of what would happen to Chloe.
with the stated goal of making the world better.
I just
Steal
want
her
you to know
wheelchair.
that
Enter
whatever
wheelchair
happens,
races. Win big money. Invest it all in Bitcoin.
always.
Ride it to the moon.
I know
Buy
you
the
will,
American
Max.
White House. Send Hillary to jail.
That is quite an ambitious plan. Mark, you better start playing Professor Layton soon, or Dalton will break your spine while you sleep. I assume you're trying to say there, not will you sleep. Break yours spine, will you sleep? You gotta work on your writing, man. I know it's late. Well, for you.
Being around you and Joyce again is so
Dalton, don't come in here. I heard the
Very
chair.
Old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So,
I could
it's
take
not all
Dalton.
bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
I don't even care about most of this stuff. I mean, I guess this is the setting for the new timeline, so we should pay a little bit of attention. You've been away for quite some time. Excuse your writing.
Yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
So help me, I will break your spine. Will you sleep?
I want to imagine that that's actually what Olaf is meant to say. He'll break your spine. Will you sleep? If he broke your spine, will you sleep?
the Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question.
Wow.
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to.
Harsh.
But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates.
So now that we're in a different timeline, we basically have to reestablish everything that's happened in this world, because we have no idea if it's the same in this world as it is in the other. Because a lot of things aren't the same, but some things are. So like now we have to go through the whole setting again.
It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is
For a
Chloe
split
and
second, I
Joyce.
thought to myself, Nostradamus wasn't French. What a fucking dumb thing to think. This is why we're not playing Professor Layton. Embarrassing.
We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. Insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must.
You're
be
off
hard
the
on you
box
guys.
wine. You say it like you just stopped
These
smoking,
bills are
like
more like crushing
smoking crack or
We have to
something.
mortgage our home, and that's pretty
I'm off the
scary.
box wine, man. 2
We'll
days
get through
sober.
it. Price is always right. Get it?
Never going
No?
back.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything.
I squat
It was so great
way
talking
more
with
than
you
you.
again.
You're not gonna mess with me.
You act
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's the last time.
Better believe
Please
it.
keep me from these bills whenever you want. God damn, the bills never end.
I don't know why you bring up squat. I also lift more than you. You know, I also deadlift more than you and bench press more than you. I don't know why squats is what you're worried about. Are you afraid I'm gonna crush your head between my thighs? Or like, what the? Why squats is the most intimidating thing I can do?
Went to Paris.
Gonna kick you in the chest, and the immense leg power is just gonna break your rib cage?
This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
Because I could.
No change to spare anymore.
Like a tree branch, you would snap. How much does he squat? Don't tell him, it's not much. I don't squat. We only started working out like a few days ago, so it's not much. Or not a few months ago. Why did I say days? A few months ago. Lifting doesn't help you sleep, and Dalton has an iron bat. Wait, wasn't the morphine thing in the kitchen? I thought she said. I don't know. Let's take a look at her room. That'll be interesting world building. There's no shit on the door, and it's clean, right? It's gonna be clean or empty. Oh right, she can't get up fucking stairs. Oh, of course. Lifting don't mean shit when I jab your Adam's apple. Or am I fighting you now? I'll just shoot out his kneecaps with my Remington if I have to. Jeez. Fucking violent.
Butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
No, absolutely. Coincidence. Height chart. Oh, please tell me they have a... I was hoping for like, look, 2 months, 14 months, 2000, 2001, 2003, 4, 5, and then 6. I was hoping for that joke, but no, too clever for them.
I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality.
You will sub to me on the 28th or 29th if I have a sub emote. Well, hopefully Twitch approves it by then. They've approved 2 of them. They've approved the Todd Howard one, and they've approved the Chad one. Stop. I don't want your dialogue. Your monologue. But they haven't approved the hands yet, so we'll see what happens.
Chloe always did love stomping toys.
It is the one that I was
Try
most
opening
worried
up
about.
this and see what's in. They bought crutches for Chloe, hoping she might walk again.
Oof. Sad. But not really. She's better off
Too
crippled.
bad Joyce
apparently.
and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation.
Thank you for keeping me updated on Chloe's condition. Can only imagine the struggle. Yeah, underwater on bills. Okay, well. Oh, when you can jab someone's Adam's apple. Okay, so not necessarily me, you're saying, just somebody's, right? In a self-defense situation, you would jab somebody in their Adam's apple. I gotcha. Lifting don't mean shit when the government can send us all to FEMA camps for any reason and arrest us all. Yeah?
Nothing here.
Lifting don't mean shit when Dalton buys his own McNuke with crypto. Well, luckily I have about 1,500 times more invested in crypto than Dalton
It's cool
does.
that Chloe
So,
uses natural medicine too.
or 1,500% more, 15 times more.
How's it going, Time Tripper?
What did the boy with no hands get for his birthday? I don't know, he hasn't opened it yet. Ooh, that's a good one. We're making cripple jokes now.
The bathroom looks almost the same.
That's highbrow shit.
Just more mess.
What is crypto? I think I explained it last time you asked, but you must have been dealing
There
with
it is.
Twitch problems. It's like if you know what Bitcoin is, it's that. It's Bitcoin and other alternatives to Bitcoin. It's basically like playing the stock market, but it's like 100 times more volatile, and you can lose a fortune in an afternoon, or you can make a fortune in an afternoon, and it's pretty darn fun. I have about $1,500 riding on it, and I believe if I check right now, let me see what that $1,500 is at this moment. That $1,500 is $21.73, so not bad. I've been doing kind of shit with it, but the fact that I'm doing shit and still am $600 ahead, that should tell you something.
Finally. Give me the blue pill. I'm sorry.
A reporter asks an Austrian what he thinks about sex ed. The Austrian answers, "I like to keep them in the dark."
So easy. And painless.
Okay, but
Anybody hear that in the other room? Dalton just broke a glass.
Oh, trust me. I will.
That's the second one he's broken in like a week, I think.
Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse.
That's enough money to come to Austria.
caught me on a good
Yeah,
day.
I guess. If I wanted to use all of it on that, I don't
I'm
know.
so grateful that I'm even able to hang
This
out
is
with
my
you.
long-term investment, you know what I mean?
I'm
This
getting
is
mushy. I'm already high.
you're so
seems
adorable.
fun as shit. It really is. Yeah.
Do you want anything else?
For a while I was tracking it like I was day trading basically all the time. But
Can you grab one
now
of
I'm
the
just
photo
sort of
albums
sitting
over
it waiting for it to get to a certain price,
some
then I'll sell it
pictures of
off and
us
then I'll
when we
start
were
doing
kids?
more intense like
Please.
day trading again.
Is like emo ground zero.
Takes a lot of work, so I like to
Plus,
just
Max
wait on it.
Caulfield does not pass
I thought
up
buying a
photo
slave
albums
was your
for
long-term investment. No, that's my
Ever.
long-term goal. This investment is how I get there. All right. I don't know why Dalton had to tell me that. He said he's going back in a bit. Could have typed that in chat, but what were you talking about? We were talking about more important things like modern slavery and cryptocurrency and that kind of thing. You didn't want me to open the window. No, you didn't want me to turn on the lamp. You didn't want me to hand you your teddy bear or a snow globe or a movie. Can I talk to you again? Do you have a? Could I get a hint? You didn't want me to fix your IV. The computer. I should probably pay a little bit more
Chloe
attention to
is
this
still
game.
a
But
punk at heart.
imagine putting in like
She can't
200K.
stage dive anymore.
Well, I mean, that's the
So
thing.
cool that Chloe
With
had me
cryptocurrency,
fall
you should never put in more than you are willing to lose. It's basically like gambling because it is gambling. Really, it's just gambling that you have somewhat more
has to
control
use a
over.
lot of
But then again, I mean,
lotion
if you play poker or something, you can kind of have control over that. But you can hedge your bets, you know. And if you shouldn't put in more than you're willing to lose. If you have $200,000 that you're willing to lose, you'd be fine. You know, it wouldn't be much more stressful than me putting in 1,500. 1,500. But if you had 200,000 and that's like all you have, and like you will die without that 200,000, you know, like you have a mortgage to pay off and shit like that, and you just lost your job, that would be fucking high stakes
Chloe was a straight A
fun.
student.
You know,
gone to
that's a way to get your thrills.
Gutless bastard. I am so glad Chloe stole your bullshit fund.
I am in sympathy with your numerous requests for Chloe's special needs in regard to her wheelchair and class accessibility. However, given the campus and buildings have all been constructed pre-1977, there are not modern reservations, there are budget cuts, so she can't go to school. Okay, cool.
Grab that photo album over there and let's have a flashback.
It's
wouldn't be my
it's good.
first.
To the guy in the wheelchair who stole my camouflage jacket, you can hide but you can't run. Ooh, these are good. Did you just Google crippled jokes? I still don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. Leaving? Maybe leaving. You want to be rich enough to be willing to lose 15K. Or 1.5K. Go to Alaska, my man. Make that sweet, sweet salmon money.
Hello again.
Worked for me.
Nice to see you back.
What the fuck? A sub. Yeah, I've got 6 subs. I don't know if you realize. I'm actually an up-and-coming
So you
streamer.
finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys
What would she
rock
do?
for going on a family adventure
She's
like
like
that.
a wheelchair.
She talked about going to school there.
She's looking around, I guess. I guess that's what you do as a tourist anyway.
It's not fair, Max.
All or
I
nothing.
have to
Yep.
go see if Chloe needs anything.
You have 6 subs. One is Dalton, and the rest
It's
are
so
never
great
here.
talking with you again.
It's not
The
untrue.
last time. And please keep.
Apparently we can skip this, which means it's not important. Are we leaving? Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
This insurance is
Nope. We're not supposed to be leaving. What are we doing? What are we doing? Did anybody pay attention? Did anybody in the chat pay attention to what Cripple Chloe said and what we're supposed to be... Oh, photo album. Never mind. Got it. Never mind. We're good. Do they all have autism like Dalton? You've been asleep for the past 6 days, but you're here now. Oh.
Oh my god. Look how little we are.
Hibernation?
There. We look like toys.
If you actually slept for 6 days, I doubt it, but if you actually did, I don't know if I should be impressed or, like, deeply concerned about your health and well-being.
Laughed at him. My dad would have vanished.
You're here so often, you're practically a sub. Well, like I've said before, it's the thought that counts. And honestly, there's somebody giving me money, that's nice.
Awesome picture.
But somebody just in the chat saying shit, making crippled jokes and shit like that, that's worth a little bit more, I think.
There's still time
So thank you. You've donated so many bits, you're practically a sub. Yeah, you've kind of gamed the system with that, haven't you? You have like 5 alt accounts that you're all getting free bits from Amazon from, or free bits from Twitch, which Amazon owns, but
I love that shot of us.
you're welcome.
It's hard to believe my dad.
Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks. You also stay up until like 6 in the morning because you're in a different time zone, so a lot of big sacrifices for the sake of the stream. You have slept for 2 days. Why?
Maybe I could.
You gave me a sub and I hid the emotes behind more money. They haven't approved the hands one yet. The hands one is still going. And I'm waiting for it to get approved. They approved the other 2 because I guess the other 2 were just obviously inoffensive.
They thought I was zonked out.
But I only get 1 slot for the lowest tier sub emote, and they haven't approved it.
My parents suffer along, and I
Probably because it might be vaguely
this isn't how
construed as anti-Semitic. Now don't quote me on that because it's not true. They're just hands. There's nothing anti-Semitic about hands. That's ridiculous, Twitch. Please don't ban my emotes. But I can see why maybe they have to give it a second look and thinking like, maybe we shouldn't approve this one.
I want this time with you.
You're practically my biggest fan except for Dalton. Probably.
Yes, I do.
All you have to do.
If it doesn't work, just give me Todd or Chad. I need these. Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'll probably do Todd as the lowest one, and I'll have to think of something for the highest one. I'll just move the Todd and Chad down one, and then I'll have a free spot for the... Oh, what are we doing here? Did anybody pay attention? Are we crank up the IV to 11? Are we killing her? Somebody fill me in. I know I'm the one playing the game, but somebody fill me in into what we're deciding here. I guess we can just rewind if it goes badly. She wants you to kill her. Yes! All right. Here we go.
Chloe, I'll just
Perfect.
drift asleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
We are the fucking cold angel of death. Unplug her. Finish the job. Replace the IV with coffee. So she's what? So she's wide awake when she dies? Also, nigga, are you serious? Are you actually just gonna kill this bitch? Her family's like in the other room. They're not just gonna be like, oh, I guess she died. But
I'm so
replace the IV with weed, bruh. Exactly, yes.
Forget about me.
Never.
If you ever get crippled, that's what it'll be like. Yeah? It'll be your family sitting in the other room and like, hey, just wait, just give me a moment while I visit with your son. And then just fucking kill you. And then like, oh, well, I don't know what happened. My bad. I thought that was the... No, I don't know. How could you even get that wrong? You just posting actual hands now, Gavinator? Oh no, she's dead. Why do I have a feeling like we will now enter a different timeline where she is no longer dead? We will enter perhaps the timeline we came from, where she is not dead, but instead a bitch.
Sorry, William.
Yep, sorry I killed your daughter. It was really, well, it was avoidable, but... Oh, right. We're going back in time. Yep, I see. We're entering the other dimension. We're going back to the dimension where her dad is dead and she hates her life. Seemingly as much as she hates it in this dimension, but she won't be dead. which is an improvement.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
Yeah, now you have to go back in time and kill her daddy. Yep, exactly.
This is a keeper.
A dabbing Rick and Morty. Mark was too pussy, but this guy actually did it. Gavinator, where did you get that emote?
Oh, I didn't know you had to. Of course I'll come pick you up.
This is inconsistent.
Where am I?
Oh wait, never mind. Whatever. She did teleport, but whatever. That's fine. We've already established they don't pay attention to the fact that she teleports around.
Ha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine.
Well, see, now that emote is taken, there's no way I'm going to use that.
Because tonight your mother promised to make
And also, I still would never have used that.
fries with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Psh. Goodbye, William. I have arbitrarily decided that your life is worth less than your daughter's, despite the fact that both of you could be alive, just in, you know, compromising positions or whatever, but...
Chloe, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry I just killed your dad.
I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
If you ever get crippled, will I move my hands before I kill you so that you can dab one last time?
My whole
Oh.
life. You're my
If it's
best
your
friend.
last wish, man,
I've got you.
I'll
and a
do
great
it. I'll take
family.
a
What's to be sorry
picture,
for?
and
We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow
then I'll
up,
kill you.
we're taking over the
It'll be
world.
great.
Listen.
We need the red hair and the motorized wheelchair. Well, unfortunately, this is not a game with choices, despite what they want you to believe. You don't actually get to choose what happens. You don't have... None of the choices have consequences, because you can always just enter another dimension or rewind time again.
Always.
And so... Yeah, we don't get that. We don't get the wheelchair. It's so sad we're going to end up with the outcome that was there from the start from the start of the game. Fuck Chloe. Are you saying as in the outcome from the start of the game was fucking Chloe, or as in like fuck Chloe? Thank you, you're a real friend. A dying man's dab. Ugh. And then everything changed exactly back to how it was. Because apparently, a person not getting in a car crash can affect the world enough to where their daughter gets in a car crash, but acting very strange and talking about time travel before going forwards in time does not affect anything in any way whatsoever. Everything ends up exactly the same. Well, hey, whatever. Works for me, I guess. Now, take your bets. Do you think we're in the exact same timeline we were in before, and so everything that just happened this episode is worthless? Or we're in a different timeline completely, and everything we've done in the entire game was worthless? Take your pick. What do you think?
Don't forget that watering the plant has consequences.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Chloe, you're alive. Yes.
Whoa, whoa,
I don't think I
now,
watered the
Max.
plant last time.
You get one kiss, now you're all
Consequences.
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound
This is a
high,
perfect emote,
but
more
thanks for
like
the morning
perfect
growth.
reason to kill
Since we were
yourself.
up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together.
Just
Max,
fuck,
did you
just
forget we've
fuck
gone
Chloe
over
in
this?
general. Got it.
I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
Not anymore.
Haha.
I'm just
Because she
spaced out, too.
was.
Welcome back to the real world, Max.
Get up. Okay.
Let's look at the big
What
board and
is
see
this
all our
music?
puzzles so far.
Why do you have all the music she plays has the faggiest voices in it? I thought she was supposed to be punk, right? Isn't that her whole thing? Look, like, ugh, she's such a fucking punk. Wasn't in her drawers the fucking Anarchy t-shirt, writing all over the walls?
Getting lost in all this shit.
Fuck the rules. Everybody lies. No exceptions. And then this? What is this? If I ever get bigger, please make a Reddit emote. I'd have to get pretty big, but no, she's alive. Yep. Yep. Everything is returned to the hell we were in before. What are we doing? Leaving or something?
This butterfly photo seems like a million years ago. How much time have I altered since?
Apparently, like none. We've gone back to everything being the same. In fact, you really don't affect much with your choices, to
I'm
be
so
honest.
sorry, William. It's not fair you had to die twice.
At last, pure Yuri love. Oh, jeez. Pure? Is she even the same person anymore? Has she already become a demon?
So close yet so far away. We have to do 3 main things.
Right.
Now here's something I like. Here,
what
slit
things?
her throat, please.
1. Decipher Frank's log.
Here's an interesting thing. So she finds out that she can look at a photograph and use that photograph to go back in time to the moment at which it was
See
taken.
whatever hidden shit he's
But
in his message.
okay, well, let's continue that train of thought. So she finds out she can do that. So then she goes and does
I
it
do have a gun now.
and
Keep it in your
goes back to try and save her friend's
do this on
dad.
our own.
Dude, at least
Does
you
that
just
and then
asked
fucks
me.
things up because of it, so she undoes it. Natural enough. All that makes sense so
Which I
far.
can't waste on shit like
But
that.
then she doesn't try it again.
Blackwell would be in big
There
trouble.
seems to be no limit to how many times she can rewind. So why doesn't she just go back again and this time
Power back.
change something else that'll result in her dad being alive and her not being
I'm
crippled?
gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that
Right? Like,
leads.
wouldn't anybody would do that? They would just, okay, let's try again.
Step crack. Unless you want to hang out with him after you
It's like
stood
she
up
must
for his
not
absence
care that
today.
much.
Oh, please.
I know it's going to be fruitless to compare this to another time travel piece of medium, but if anyone's seen Steins Gate, do you remember the point where he goes back in time fucking over and over and over and over to try, I'm not going to spoil it, but to try and do something, try and fix something that happened, and he does it like hundreds of fucking times before he finally gives up? But no, she's like, what, who cares? One time? That's good enough for me. What the fuck? What kind of loser watches anime? Good question. Of course, I was talking about the visual novel, but no, I never played the visual novel. I played part of it, but then it got boring. A little bit. It's a visual novel, you faggot. Well, I see there's still a stream delay. I watched the show first, then I was going to play the visual novel, but it was long. I didn't have time for it.
David knows how to get on Joyce's good side.
Hey, apparently we're all stoked for boring streams like Professor Layton, so we could always play a visual novel. That'll get me popular, right? Everybody loves visual novels. Weebs are the culture now. Right? Am I right? Tutaru, my fellow otakus.
Maybe there's some new clues around.
That's even worse than watching anime. Professor Layton is a visual novel. Well, 2 birds with 1 stone, I suppose.
I promise I'll help Miss Grant next time. If there is one.
As per our discussion about the new whatever.
David really did protect Chloe. I'm
Okay.
glad I stuck up for him.
All right.
Hey, Max.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates?
You want to see me play a Game of Thrones or MEIOU and taxes?
I do appreciate
At some
you standing
point,
up.
maybe. We'll see about that kind of thing.
Anything I can do for you, Max?
Currently in the middle of Victoria
I was
2 as far
waiting
as
for
grand
Chloe to
strategy
get
games
out of
go.
the bathroom so we can go.
I owe you one. So I'll pretend what you just said is true, Missy.
Excuse me. That's Miss Caulfield.
You want to see
Yes,
me get
sir.
fucked in terms of
You and
smartness
Chloe
by
still better
Dalton?
Be careful where you wander. There are a lot
It's
of
it's unlikely to happen. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or something, but I'm just saying, like,
I can't tell you everything
I don't know.
that's
He's
going
good
on
at trivia though.
and you
I don't
seem
think
too
there's much
much
trivia
so
in
please stay out of
Professor
this,
Layton.
Max.
No.
Too late.
She should
I
just
already
nuke the
know way
world.
too
Yeah.
much. Like the fact that you might
Just
be
end it.
working for Sean
Just be done.
Prescott.
What? Who told you that? Nathan Prescott. That little shit ass is lucky he didn't get suspended.
I don't think luck had anything to do with it. I could have been suspended too.
I didn't have all the evidence at the time.
Completely outsmarts you. I
So, are you gonna
I
tell
know
me
that
why
was a
you
mistake.
think I'm
Yeah,
working
you meant to
for
say
Sean
outsmart, but outsmart. As in autistically outsmart.
I saw documents that you were hired.
How much
to
can a
surveil
clam
and
cram in a
security
clean
systems.
cream can? I don't know. How much can a clam cram in a clean
But I
cream
didn't get
can?
hired. I gave Sean Prescott an estimate. For my own reasons. Anyway, I think we can both agree it's been a hard week on all of us. Especially poor Kate Marsh.
All right, she's still dead. We didn't save her. We didn't go back. You remember how throughout this game we've been taking pictures every few seconds, and we have now discovered that we have the power to go back in time to when a picture was taken by looking at the picture? We've taken pictures at the beginning of this game that we could go back, save Kate Marsh's life, and then just, that would be that. But she doesn't care. This girl clearly does not care. Like rape you on an intellectual level you can't even imagine. Oh, nobody helped Kate.
Too bad nobody helped her when she needed.
Something in a 30-acre thermal thicket of thorns and thistles thumped and thundered threateningly the 3D thoughts of Matthew the Thug, although theatrically it was only 13,000 thistles and thorns through the underneath of his thigh that the 30-year-old thug thought of that morning. What the fuck are you saying? You trying to trip me up? Because I don't think you remember the fact that my voice is all I have. Nah, I'm kidding. I've also got great lifting, but you gotta remember, this is my prized jewel here. My voice. You're not gonna trip me up like that. Why say
Why do you
that?
say that?
These art farts.
He let
All
Christian
about
waifu die.
themselves.
Good job.
The service,
We voted, okay? We had a vote in chat, and people said bully her, so we bullied her.
Well,
It's not my fault.
Blackwell Academy is a school for artists, so
Dalton could read this backwards while doing a Bane impression. You're not even close to being on his Leighton level.
place for me. Since only I know what's happening.
Oh yeah?
That's why I'm working out the new Blackwell surveillance plan to protect future students, so they don't end.
I can tell you how this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be like,
Although
we're gonna start up Professor Layton. Me and Dalton are both gonna be playing it.
appreciate you standing up for
We're gonna play it for like
a hard ass.
10 minutes. We're gonna be like, this is boring as hell. Then we're just gonna switch to something else.
Chloe and I can take care of ourselves.
Now, excuse me, Max. I have to get back.
Is
to my
that an outcome you're okay with? Is that,
I'm an artist.
does
too.
that fulfill your need?
Sorry, Max. I can't talk and work.
All right, well. I still don't really know what we're doing, but hey.
The most expensive restaurant in town? David knows how to get on Joyce's good side.
With endless wine. It must be shit wine. I don't know any wine you can pay $260 of and get endless amounts of it. Fanciest restaurant in town. There is no fancy. This town is a pretty big shithole if it has a buffet style wine.
Restaurant in town?
I've never heard of anywhere that does that. Like, there's no way they make profit on that unless the wine comes out of a box. In which case, you're paying fucking $200 for box
That
wine.
is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey, David, what you hiding?
I don't know, maybe guns? He's a fucking security guard who used to be in the military, and someone stole his gun just like a day ago. Maybe he's locking up his valuables, or, you know, a rifle that can't fit in his gun drawer because he's got more. I mean, come on. What is it, 7171? Do I have a great memory or what?
Yes, I knew that number would be important.
I've got it. You watering the plant caused Kate to die in the game. You water the plant so you had no choice.
You're right.
Maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan.
Yes, that would be enough.
Yes.
I thought she just said photos of Kate naked, but no, Nathan. All right. You want to see me get beat by Dalton, and Dalton would be pretty happy. I think you have to look at the big clue board. And oh, okay, yeah. Twin Peaks. Oh. What does that say? Chitson? Twilight Shitison? I don't understand what that could... Okay. Porn. Why are you...
Score.
What?
Back to
Excuse
Chloe
me?
now.
Oh, because I said the naked pictures of Kate thing?